Hello, rank makers. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I know I'm excited to be here live with you because we have another super inspiration interview. So joining me this week is Mr. Alan Bauer, and he is going to share his story of what he's been doing this past month since joining Rank Makers to really rock it out and land a very high recognition at his company event this past weekend. So, Mr. Alan?
Hi, how's everybody? Alan Bauer here, and I really am glad that I joined Rank Makers. I mean, I started off. I read I kind of been following Ray and Jessica around since 2013. Saw a bunch of their stuff, and then I read their social media book, The Freakishly Effective Ways, and then I saw the link and I started checking more out, and then I signed up for Rank Makers, and all of a sudden it popped up a couple days later. Said, "Hey, it's open." I said, "I think it's going to be expensive." I looked. It's like, wow, this is something, and I joined and just started digging into it, and it's been a game changer for me in the last month here.
Okay, that's cool. So you found the group through the book. That's good to know. All right, because that's one thing that we really, Ray and Jess worked really hard when creating that book because they wanted it to be just your one-stop shop for how to show up on social media.
So. Right. And, I was talking to Karen, my girlfriend. We worked the business together, and I said, hey, I'm going to plug into this. We wanted to hit this vice president rank before the convention. And so we started plugging into Rank Makers. And the cool thing when I logged in, I noticed there's a bunch of friends I already know in there, that I've known for over 10 years. It's just loaded with my friends. I'm like, how was this kept secret for this long? But it was kind of cool, seeing everybody. And the nice thing about it, too, these are the friends that I have that were very effective that I know in other network marketing companies. So I'm like, hey, I must be in the right group.
Yeah.
So we wanted to hit the vice president position so we could walk the stage. Well, that didn't happen, but it's not a disappointment because we weren't even paying attention to our recruiting efforts. We just used everything we learned in Rank Makers, and they had the top 10 recruiters. I didn't even think I was going to be up on the stage, and they announced number 10, and they keep going up, and all of a sudden they say 7. They announced my name, and Karen hit me like, hey, they called your name, and I'm like, what? And, so we hit the number 7 spot for the top recruiter in the company.
Wow.
That was out at our Vegas event, the gala out there in Vegas this past weekend. So pretty cool, the first gala, and we got to walk the stage for it.
Yeah. So you just weren't aware of like that gauge, so to speak, and you were just kind of focusing over here?
Yeah, we were just focusing on, like we looked at a lot of the things that Ray talked about, like how to prospect, and we just started changing some things around. I didn't know all these things, but just to prove people, we just use a thing like, hey, Karen and I just started a home-based business. Not, this is the right fit for you, but I'd like to run this by, see if you're interested in extra income. If not, no big deal. And it started working. And then what I like too is the search function. I didn't have to, I plug in every day to the Ray Daily, but I didn't have to wait to find some things. Like I looked at, I call it kind of how to resurrect the dead with the email. So we have all these people, that signed up. We've got a couple thousand people that we've sponsored, but there's a bunch of them that just kind of disappeared. They're not doing anything. So we started sending that email out that Ray talked about, and I did a search on there and found it. And all of a sudden people started saying, hey, I'm interested, So they're signing up, they're ordering, they start recruiting, and this whole thing just started snowballing. In fact, today I went out on a couple appointments this morning, just some local ones. Hey, I'll bring some product out there, talk to them, did the presentation, signed them up, got on the phones, some other people up, and I still got people waiting today. So it's like I'm busy now, which is a good thing. And, I just love it,
Yeah.
It really changed everything.
But I kind of like what you were saying. It's all stuff but just those little tweaks of the dial to get you doing things slightly different. And now it's all kind of coming together.
Right. And we were having some success before, but, you know, I was going slower than I wanted to. It was kind of slow and steady. We were building up. I know we were going to get there, but I'm like, how do we increase this? So we started plugging into this. In fact, we just watched the playbook last night.
Oh,
Course. And I'm thinking it's going to be half an hour course. I'm 2.5 hours, you know.
yeah. What
And,
does it equal? I'm curious.
and just a lot of great information in there that we're going to take and use too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like also what you mentioned earlier, that as soon as you got into rank makers, you saw a bunch of your peers from other companies, because that's really the goal of rank makers, is to teach any network marketer how to prospect, how to recruit, how to manage their pipeline, and just completely rock it out.
Right, and that's what I like, because it's kind of it's a drama-free zone, and I just like the way that Ray talks about everything. He doesn't hold anything back. And I mean, he's pretty funny when he talks sometimes. I'm cracking up laughing when he's saying some things, but and just not to be perfect either. Like I kind of got stuck in that, like, oh, I want to be this big authority and be perfect, and it's not duplicatable.
Yeah.
And I like watching his videos. His little daughter will come in, she's got to say hi, and I mean that's real. It's down to earth, and it's just you just don't worry about things. You just go out there, be yourself, and but use the right methods. We started doing some Facebook Lives too.
Okay.
Very big into blogging. That's where I was having my success, but I always had kind of a fear of the videos. So, the first one I did it, and I didn't do Facebook Live. I did it on the phone, so I could edit if I had to. But I just said, let's put it out. We started doing Facebook Lives, and then I found this Facebook Live formula, and I mean that just works perfect. It's tweaks that I never knew, never thought of doing, because sometimes, just get on there and it's like blah, blah, blah. People talk for half an hour and don't do a call to action.
Yeah.
So it was just great. The intro, the asking a question, the content, and then the call to action. And then I even went into where you went in more in depth on all of that, but that's the basics of it. And I mean, it was just great.
Yeah.
We're getting tons of responses. People are reaching out to us. Which I like, beats prospecting. I love it when people reach out to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the goal. Because when you start building that momentum and you kind of know how you want to show up and it's attraction marketing at your finest, because now you're bringing people in, but it's still based on what you're doing and also what you want them to do next.
Right. Oh, another cool thing, I did wear this the shirt here.
Hey, nice.
Wore that out in Vegas. Luckily, it came in the mail like right the day before we left. So I'm like, cool, I can wear this. So I wore it one of the days that we were out in Vegas. And you'd be surprised when people stop and talk. They either like, what it says, or a lot of people are actually familiar. They're like, hey, that's Ray Higdon's, isn't it? And they start having a conversation with you.
So cool.
And it's a conversation opener.
Yeah. It's like a little secret symbol we have throughout the world. Like, hey guys, right. We're all together in this. But that's achieving another, sorry, I'm getting a little excited. That's the other mission of rank makers and really the Higdon group, is to lift the vibration of humanity through network marketing and show people there's nothing wrong with this industry. It's full of awesome people doing awesome things, and you can do it too, because you don't have to be an authority. All you got to be is yourself.
Right. And one of the other nice things out there is invited to a little private party with the top leaders and stuff. And I didn't know I won this award. I think, why am I up here with all these people? It's like, oh, they must like me for something. Yeah. But so we're up there talking to the top leaders. We're sharing ideas, and I did have the shirt on that day that I got invited up, and a lot of them knew about it, and we're sharing ideas. I'm like, this is what I want to plug my team into also. Because I know if I'm having this success, I mean, it's very easily duplicatable. And the more people on the team that you get onto it, they're going to be leaders too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a ripple effect. Well, so that was the one thing I was going to ask, kind of what's been different this past month, but I feel like you've really done a great job explaining that for everybody. What would you say are the top 3, habits or things that you've been doing to achieve success?
Well, I think the one thing is I like plugging in the Ray Daily every morning. So I hit that, you know, and that gives me my action step too. And so we've been doing that. And I really do like the Wealth Wednesday. We just started that. It's just cool, you know, like it could be something as simple as leaving, you know, an extra large tip for somebody, and you're walking out and you just see it and they're like, "Look, man, it changed their day," you know, and it's like, this is pretty cool, you know, like the more I make, the more I can share the wealth. The other thing that we started was a Facebook Live, and then just you know, reaching out to people with basically that the one script where we talk to people, you know, kind of just he talks about posture, and it's just great, you know, when you talk about it, it's like, hey, you know, if you want to join or you're interested in taking a look at this, great. If not, no big deal. Mm-hmm. And then if you know, if they say, well, you know, no, it's not for me, but I know somebody else that is, hey, great. Or maybe they're interested in products, or you know, and it's just been working. And then, like I said, the emails too that we started sending out to the inactive list. I mean, that's like magic. You know, they were already interested, just wasn't their time back then.
Yeah.
And a lot of people started coming back.
Like your last 2 points just fed into each other so perfectly, because when you show up postured instead of desperate, like, and obsessed with that one person doing what you want them to do, the person can feel it. It's like, okay, well, do you want this for me? Do you believe the things you're saying in your prospecting messages, or do you just want these money numbers? But when you respect a person and you come from that space of gratitude and abundance, then people are more likely to come back when it is their time.
Right. And a lot of times, you know, like some of your friends and stuff are the last ones to join because, you know, they'll look at you, oh, he's in another one of those companies again or something, you know, and they're waiting. Like they wait to see how you're doing, wait for you to fail or something. All of a sudden they start seeing you have success, and then all of a sudden they're all reaching out to you too. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool. Like I had a friend of mine I worked overseas with before. We worked together in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I hadn't seen him in, I don't know, about 7 years. He flew out to a convention too in Vegas. He joined the company, and you know, we're both doing this training, and he's kicking it up there too. You know, so it's cool that we're working together again.
Yeah. All kind of comes back. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So what are your plans for the rest of this quarter, kind of to really end 2018 strong and then set yourself up for success? I mean, new levels.
Well, you know, we looked at the goals, and I mean, we just barely missed that vice president rank. I know we're going to hit it. We just continue doing this. We'll probably hit it this next month here. So that's not, I mean, it's a big goal to us, but it's not going to be as difficult. I mean, we still got to plug away and do it. But the other thing I want to do is really to, you know, to get my team members, as many of them as I can, to, you know, like our executive manager level, because they, you know, really start making some money, and I know they're locked in and they become the future leaders. So using these techniques, plugging those people in, get them into rank makers too, I think will really start to grow the team, and, you know, start doing that duplication and exploding it. And you know, really just keep plugging away at this. You know, oh, I know, I'm going to call myself on this. I have not updated the tracker yet. I've been in here like a month, but you know, that's something I know Ray stresses. I am going to do that from now on. You know, maybe if we did do the tracker, maybe we would have hit the 25K also. But either way, you know, we still got the number 7 recruiter. So, you know, it worked out. Learned a valuable lesson that, hey, you do need to do the tracking. So that's one of my goals too. That I'm going to do that every week.
Yeah. I think there's something to be said though for unexpectedly winning something that you weren't even tracking, because that shows you like you didn't hit this goal, but consistently showing up and taking action to achieve that goal. Here's a like consolation prize of sorts from the universe.
But, right.
Yeah. Yeah. Those all sound like awesome goals to me, and I appreciate your self-accountability with that tracker. Yeah. Let me see here. So if you could leave some parting words of wisdom to fellow rank makers, you know, maybe people who have been in here for a while and are feeling stuck, what would you say, like, how to use rank makers to make it happen?
Well, I would just say, you know, plug into it every day, do those action steps, update the tracker, and then if there's something your mind something you want to know, I just go into the search function in Rank Makers and I'll type that in there and I'll see, I mean, there's just tons of information. I mean, like there's more than I ever go through probably. And, you know, I could spend the whole next year doing it, but it's cool to have something you're running into a problem with, or it's like, hey, how do I activate people that are, you know, inactive? Okay, here's an email to use. It's like, wow, I never heard of that before. And it works, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you have everything at your fingertips to search, and then just plug it in every day. I mean, it's nice, you know, it's just a nice way to start the day off and get everything going.
Yeah, I like that. And thank you for highlighting the search bar feature. I know sometimes people forget that that's there, and folks, you guys can really type in anything like Facebook formula, prospecting, anything will come up that contains those keywords. So just be careful with what you're searching. Yeah, you'll probably find the answer for it.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Alan, for coming on with me today. I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me here. That was kind of a nice surprise too. So I didn't expect that the first month. I figured I'd kind of hang out in the shadows, but I just had to post it when we hit that. I mean, we were so excited about it that unbelievable. I never expected to hit that in the first month in here.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And these are the types of stories that we really want to share with others, so they all know what's possible. All right. Well, Rank Makers, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again, Alan. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye.